Sorry, Mike.
About what?
Smiling.
You got her smiling? Oh my God, save that tape.
The details are being worked out in the newsroom, so it's time for the crews to hit the street. For reporter Mitch Hank and photographer Mike Rash, it's a short drive to the home of a World War I veteran who survived the horrors of that war, including the first use of gas as a weapon. Inside the man's house, Mitch helps set the scene for someone unaccustomed to being on TV, while Mike sets up his camera equipment.
95. Okay. Have you been watching the television reports about the Middle East right now?
Yes, I've been following pretty close. You don't get too much, but...
Right. What do you think about it over there?
Well, I wish to get it over with. What's the use of dragging this thing out, for goodness sake? Everything is upset.
Yes. You think it'll end soon?
Huh?
You think it'll be over with soon?
Yes, I think so. They make up their mind, they can clear it up in a hurry.
The shoot goes well, but there's more to do. This part isn't as easy.
Okay, we're rolling.
3, 2, 1, mark. Nearly 75 years ago, Frank Sherrick of Green Bay wore a gas mask to protect himself against chemical warfare used by the Germans against the Allies. Frank will never forget. Now it has been nearly 75 years since Frank Sherrick of Anago, now of Green Bay, that's too many now of, screw that. It has been nearly 75 years since Frank Sherrick of Green Bay wore, he's not of Green Bay, he's from, I'm just going to say Frank Sherrick.
Back in the newsroom, the activity is fast.
Maybe 8:30. Let me check. Oh, no, it's easy. I can tell you right away.
The afternoon crew is in now. Today's 10 o'clock newscast producer is Nancy Stillwell. Her job today will be very strenuous. The war is constantly changing. New information is coming in faster and faster. The NBC network has new pictures almost every minute. While Nancy makes her preliminary plans, 6 p.m. anchor Danielle Bina works with producer Mike Desitel in preparation for the afternoon news teases. Anchor Jay Johnson is preparing a special report for next week, and floor director Megan Murphy sets the stage for the cut-in. At the same time, other key elements of the newscast are falling into place. Meteorologist John Chandick has numerous weather charts to pore over. He'll fill around 2 minutes of weather information at 5 and 3 minutes at 6. In the sports office, sports director John Granato and his team of Jeff Connor and John Burton will pore over the volumes of sports information and break it into a 4-minute segment for 6 o'clock.
Hey, how about, when does QB leave today? That's a good question. Why don't you, you think so?
The intensity is reaching a fevered level. The ultimate time battle is rapidly approaching. Crunch time, noise, tension, and second-to-second decisions on Anatomy of a Newscast.
Helen Thomas says, you know, she begs the president, eggs him on, and he says, Helen, Israel is not a combatant. They're not a part of this. It's an outrage. The whole world knows it. And I want about a 15 to 20. And he gets really emotional. I want to see him being emotional.
Welcome to late afternoon in the newsroom, a time when experience, planning, and organization shine through. A time of split-second decisions, last-minute changes, and a clock that seems to be running faster and faster. This is crunch time. There are few things like it in the world. A fire drill seems tame this time of day. Now director Dave Campbell Jr. and producer Julie Beeler must act as one. The lines of communication must be wide open.
Dr. Al is in the office, and flight.
It might be called organized chaos.
Peter,
Teamwork is key now. Everyone is moving in the same direction. Little details become huge issues. Anchors John Vigeland and Marty Spatel make final preparations.
But as News 11 Scott Steele shows us, they're also
It's going to be my excuse tonight when I have all this time to read these scripts. I'll be able to rely on my own defense.
Got the name here. Do you know how to pronounce the last name correctly of the ABC News photographer, Fabrice Masseuse?
Yeah, I think that sounds right. Yeah.
I also wrote the live interview with Gene Grant, who is Ripon College former journalist in Saudi Arabia and Lebanon.
Okay.
There's a bunch of questions on there, probably more than we need, but if you want to look at them. We can also ask her if she thinks that women will ever gain the same footing as men in the Arab world.
Okay.
The calm of upstairs will soon be broken by the action of the team, who have pulled all the pieces together, worked out every detail, filled every second of the 1,800 provided. Tapes have been assigned to playback machines, the engineers are poised, the producer is confident, the director is ready to call the shots.
They're trying to do an interview with Good Morning America, and hardly anybody can hear anything. Bring that sound up.
I think we're in okie dokie shape here, yeah.
So dry. Here, Newscast helps you dry it fast. Newscast is the only product that actually contains moisture to release drying it fast. Newscast won't dry.
And President George.
John, picture caller. You're doing the Elvis thing. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're doing the Elvis thing?
The Elvis look.
He always has it like that for promo.
She's the only one who tells me.
And News 11 is on the air.
And relax on my cue card. Roll 11.
Next on News 11 at
Dissolve.
5. Stunning pictures of a U.S. air raid on Iraq will show you the bird's eye view.
While on the other side of the attack, we'll see how Iraq defended itself against the night aerial assault. President Bush says it's so far so good for Operation Desert Storm. No stories more. Straight ahead
for a break. Roll it and fade it down.
Now, News 11 at 5.
So, but 2 to 2 shot next to the storm and roll 12 BO. That tape goes full sound at 09. You're rolling right to 13 voiceover at 47.
John Vigeland. John Chendick with weather.
House call. 1-2, Valley.
Dr. Alan
All right. Good. Stand by.
From the News 11 team.
So, my cue.
Good evening.
Yeah,
This is a
about 12
game of hide and seek inside Iraq.
And so far, American military leaders say the Allies are winning. Today, the Defense Department released these pictures of an actual Allied air raid on Iraqi targets. The black and white video was taken from the nose cone of U.S. fighter jets.
This
one is a scrap storage building in Kuwait, and keep your eye on the entrance to the storage. Again, the pilot has released his bombs about 2 miles away. He's banking away from the target, leaving the target area.
Eventually be telling that story on 170 John. We go bottom 211 monitor Marty. America at War Still Store with a quick roll to 11 voiceover.
This Anatomy of a Newscast continues.
Standing by to roll and wipe to 13 voiceover for air monitor there. And wipe my cue. Simmer. Out. Simmer. Out.
Here's Lieutenant Commander Michael Scott.
I gotta put up with this all day?
Yep.
As you have seen in this Anatomy of a Newscast, TV news is fast, strenuous, thrilling, and very stressful. But it is done by people who want to do it, who have made a career out of something they think is quite fun. So next time a newscast comes on, you'll have a slightly better understanding of what it takes to get it on the air. And if it helps you understand the news better, great. And just a reminder, look for News 11 at 6:30 a.m., 5, 6, and 10 p.m. weekdays and throughout the week.